The Galactic Council's emergency session had been running for 72 standard hours when Admiral Kexthara finally slammed her four-fingered fist onto the crystalline conference table. The gesture sent ripples of bioluminescent fury across her translucent skin, a clear sign that even the notoriously patient Zephyrian diplomat had reached her limit. Enough! Her voice resonated through the chamber's neural translation matrix, reaching each of the 47 species representatives in their native linguistic patterns. We have debated the quantum mechanics, the temporal paradoxes, and the philosophical implications. The fact remains, a human vessel designated UES Meridian materialized within the Kithara exclusion zone 14 rotations ago, and we still cannot determine its operational status. Dr. Vorthak, the hegemony's chief xenobiologist, adjusted his breathing apparatus with a mechanical wheeze. His species had evolved in methane-rich environments, and the Council's oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere always made him irritable. Admiral, with respect, the issue isn't merely academic. The Kithara zone has been quarantined for 3,000 years. Nothing organic has survived exposure to its quantum substrate fluctuations. If these humans have if they have survived, interrupted Councillor Zara 9, her synthetic voice carrying the cold precision of the machine collective, then they possess technology that exceeds our understanding by several orders of magnitude. The strategic implications are concerning. The holographic display at the chamber's center flickered, showing the meridian suspended in the impossible geometry of the Kithara zone. The human ship appeared frozen in a moment between moments, its hull simultaneously intact and shattered, its running lights both blazing and dark. Quantum observers had recorded it in 17 different states of existence within the same temporal frame. Commander Thix of the warrior clans scraped his talons against the table's edge. The humans are a primitive species. They've barely achieved faster than light travel. How could they penetrate barriers that have confounded our greatest scientists for millennia? Perhaps, suggested Dr. Elise Chen, the sole human representative on the council, that's exactly why we succeeded. Her voice remained steady despite the dozens of alien eyes fixed upon her. She had been appointed to the council only 5 years ago, when humanity had achieved the minimum technological threshold for galactic membership. Your advanced civilizations approach problems with advanced solutions. Sometimes, brute force and ignorance accomplish what sophistication cannot. The chamber erupted in a cacophony of clicks, chirps, harmonics, and electromagnetic pulses as the various species attempted to process this concept. The idea that technological inferiority could be an advantage challenged fundamental assumptions about galactic hierarchy. Dr. Chen activated her personal display, showing the Meridian's final transmission. Captain Sarah Rodriguez, ship's log, supplemental. We've detected unusual quantum signatures emanating from the restricted coordinates. Our jump drive is malfunctioning. It's resonating with something in the local space-time matrix. We're being pulled into what appears to be a dimensional fold. If anyone receives this transmission, tell Earth we tried to. The message dissolved into static. The transmission cuts off precisely at the moment of zone entry, Chen continued. But our quantum entanglement communicator continued receiving data packets for another 4 minutes and 17 seconds. According to our instruments, the ship was simultaneously destroyed by quantum decoherence and successfully traversed the zone's interior. Professor Yulneth, the Council's chief physicist, extended several of his crystalline sensing appendages toward the hologram. Impossible. The Kithara zone exists in a state of quantum superposition. It's not merely dangerous, it's ontologically unstable. Reality itself breaks down within its boundaries. Yet the Meridian persists, Dr. Chen replied. Our ship's AI was designed with quantum processing cores. Not sophisticated by your standards, but perhaps that limitation is precisely what allowed it to maintain coherence within the zone. Admiral Kexthara's bioluminescence shifted to contemplative blues and purples. You're suggesting that the human vessel survived because its technology was too primitive to fully interact with the zone's quantum substrate. I'm suggesting that maybe survival isn't the right word, Chen said. Maybe the meridian exists in a state analogous to the zone itself, neither alive nor dead, neither functional nor destroyed. Stardinger's starship, if you will. The reference was lost on most of the assembly, but Dr. Vorthak's breathing apparatus hissed in what might have been amusement. A quantum ghost ship. Fascinating theoretical construct. Counselor Zara 9's optical sensors focused with mechanical precision. If this vessel truly exists in quantum superposition, then observation itself will collapse its wave function. Any attempt to determine its status will force it into a single state of being. Which brings us to the central question, Admiral Kexthara said, her skin now cycling through nervous yellow patterns. Do we send a rescue mission and risk collapsing the superposition into a negative outcome? Or do we leave it alone and allow it to exist in all possible states simultaneously? Dr. Chen stood, her small frame dwarfed by the towering alien architecture of the council chamber. With respect, Admiral, that's not our decision to make. It's Captain Rodriguez's. She activated another display, showing quantum probability cascades surrounding the meridian. Our latest deep space sensors have detected something extraordinary. The ship isn't just maintaining superposition, it's beginning to navigate through multiple probability states. Captain Rodriguez and her crew are choosing which version of reality to inhabit. The chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. The humans hadn't just survived the impossible, they were learning to control it. Recommendation? Admiral Kexthara asked quietly. Dr. Chen smiled, an expression that most of the alien representatives had learned to recognize as both reassuring and slightly threatening. We wait, and we watch, and we prepare for the possibility that when the UES Meridian finally chooses its reality, that reality might be very different from the one we know. Outside the council chambers, the Kithara zone pulsed with impossible colors, and somewhere within its quantum depths, a human ship sailed between the spaces where possibility became truth. The galaxy held its breath, unsure whether it was witnessing humanity's greatest triumph or preparing for its most dangerous emergence.